Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Programming Basics. I have not done a video in a very long time. I felt like I really needed to. So I want to show you Ionic. And Ionic create incredible apps using the open source front-end SDK for building and developing hybrid mobile apps with web technology. Okay, so I just want to explain to you what Ionic is to start with. So pretty much it's a cross-platform system to build apps. And it's kind of complicated because of the fact that it supports all of your major platforms: Android, iOS, Windows Phone. You can even do Tizen, which would be like smartwatches, I believe, use Tizen. A lot of them do. I know the Gear S2 does. BlackBerry, Firefox OS, Ubuntu. Amazon Fire OS, pretty much stuff like that. And the Ionic framework is built on top of Cordova and provides you a bunch of UI stuff that you can use to build great looking apps. And it also relies heavily on AngularJS, something I'm not very good at using yet, but luckily this is just an intro video where we will not be messing too much on that. Today we're going to just get an app up and running using Ionic. So I'm on their website, ionicframework.com, and if you go to Getting Started, you can see how you can start with Ionic. So first you need to install Ionic if you haven't already. npm install -g Cordova Ionic. That'll install it. The next thing you're going to do is actually start your project. Ionic Start My App tab. So I'm actually going to take this folder here. I'm going to rename it real quick, if I can. There we go. I'm going to rename it to New App. Yeah, that works great. Okay, so we're going to go into the terminal, and I'm going to change directories to this, and then Ionic Start App tab. So, okay, hit enter on that, and it's going to download a whole bunch of stuff in order to get this app off the ground. So here we go. And so it's going to download all that. So pretty much we're creating a tabbed application. That's what tabs is. So tabs, you also got side menu you can use, and a blank app. So yeah, back to the terminal. Still downloading. Yeah. So using Ionic at times can be difficult. I've come into plenty of errors using Ionic before, and it gets discouraging sometimes. But running a new app is usually pretty darn easy. So we're going to change directory into our new app, and then we can do Ionic help. Oh, okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, so what we can do is we can do a local development server for testing. So I can do Ionic serve, and then right here it has a web preview of what has been generated. So we have the dashboard here, the chats, the account. This is just pre-built. I mean, it literally does nothing. It just shows some stuff on the screen, and then if we look at the code, it'll show how it works. So let's go back to the terminal here. So then you can hit Q to shut down, and that's shut down. So okay. So that is how you start up your first app. Before we go though, I'm going to do Ionic Emulate Ios. So if you're on a Mac, you can do this. Otherwise, iOS sim was not found. Please download yada 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 on your path. npm install. Okay. So pretty much the iOS simulator was not downloaded. Let's sudo that. Control A, sudo. Alright, so we're going to download the iOS simulator components real quick to make sure that this app will run properly in the simulator. For the simulator to work, you need to have Xcode already installed. So now I can do Ionic Emulate Ios. Give it a quick moment to load. Let's go back to that there. So and then you can also do this for Android for the emulators. And so let's drag this over. Just in case if you're wondering, my notes are just on the other side. That's why it's cut off up here. But yeah, just my notes. Nothing to worry about. All right, and then of course, PhoneGap is what packages this nice little thing. Well, it helps it anyway. And then voila, pretty much the same thing that we saw earlier, just modified for the iPhone a little bit more. In fact, it looks like the same thing that the browser preview gave us, but this one's just running in the native iPhone now. So yep, and then we can hit quit, and voila. So that is Ionic. In our next couple tutorials, we'll be just kind of messing around with the code, show you how it works, how to load it, yada, yada, yada. We can do all that, and that'll be all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe for more. Hopefully, we'll be coming out with more videos soon. We've been pretty slow on doing that, but we're looking to get a couple more out this month. And yeah, so thank you so much.